You can go key their car, slash their tires, drag them all over, social media, but really it's not gonna make that person change. Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Mila, and if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back guys. I've missed you. And if you couldn't tell by today's title, I am starting a brand new segment on my channel called Storytime at the Desk, which I'm super excited about. I just felt like there's so many things that happen in our day-to-day lives that we all deal with, we can all relate to, and why not just share it with each other, get your guys' input, give you guys my perspective. And honestly, it's nothing crazy, but I just felt like coming here with you guys today and kind of getting this off my chest. It's something that happened a couple months ago. But anyways, if you guys can't tell, we've upgraded our studio a little bit, slowly but surely, thanks to you guys' support. We got some lights, we got some new gadgets. So if you guys want me to do a video on the current status and setup of our studio, then please go ahead and leave me a comment below, and I would love to do that with you guys. So without further ado, today's title, today's story time is called Dealing with Messy People. And it's a video I've been wanting to make for a while, because if this situation would have happened to the Mila 5 years ago, it would have been like a whole different thing. You guys don't even know how it would have went down. But I'm happy to say that the Mila now dealt with this in a completely different way, and I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. So let's get into the story time. If you guys want to grab some snacks, put me on pause, take me with you to the kitchen, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do that. I'll just be here in the little box waiting for you guys. But I hope you guys are ready. I actually don't have any snacks today, but I'm gonna go eat after this. But anyways, during the summer, for those of you that don't know, in April, I got my personal trainer certification and I started working at a gym. And then during the summer, as the summer went on, I started working at a different gym. And this is going to be the setting place of our story today. I'm not going to get into too many specifics or names or anything like that, just out of respect. And, I just want to use this as a learning experience and to share it with you guys. So I was working at this gym, and there was, a worker there, a coworker you could say, that just had this attitude that from the beginning I could just tell something was off. I don't know if you've ever met somebody and you've been like, something's off. They're friendly, they're nice, they're funny, but something just seems off. So I couldn't really put my finger on it, but a couple of weeks went by and certain things started happening that just made me realize this person is kind of, I'd say, wishy-washy, if you know what I mean. Like maybe one day they say something, the next day they say another thing. They're kind of back and forth. You don't really know what you're gonna expect the next time that you see them. And that is what I call someone messy. Now, there's lots and lots of different types of messy people. There could be like really toxic messy people, and just a lot of different types of messy people. But I'm talking about this type of specific because to me, that's messy, guys. Like, be who you are, show up as who you are, and don't give people the wrong idea. Don't be somebody on social media. Don't be somebody with your family. Don't be somebody with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And then somebody, like, obviously, I'm not like the same as I am with my husband as I am at work, right? Like, that's not what I mean. Like, don't have all these different personalities and attitudes and stuff when you're like here, there, wherever. So anyways, as the weeks went on, I started noticing just a lot of inconsistencies in this person's attitude, what they would say, how they would act. And it got to the point where just professionally, the relationship didn't work anymore. I ended up leaving that gym. Everything is fine. There is no bad blood. But the way that it all went down was really unprofessional. I will say that. And this person basically tried to make it seem as if I was doing something wrong, as if I had quit on them, as if I had given them the wrong impression about my intentions working there, and just made it into this thing that it really wasn't. So from one day to the next, I was let go from that job of working at their gym, and it really caught me off guard. Yes and no, right? Because I was like, something here is not adding up. And I really wish I could give you guys specifics, but I don't want to do that, you know? So anyways, just out of respect and everything. The main point is that day when I came home on the drive, I was pissed. I was sad, you guys. I was like, what happened? Like, what did I do? Like, if I am the type of person, and maybe you guys can relate to this, where you always present yourself as who you are. Like when I talk to you guys here, and if you ever meet me in person, this is who I am. I'm a little bit awkward. I think I'm funny. I just am who I am, you know? There's not much of a change of the one online to the one in person. There's really not. And I wanted to say so many things. I wanted to call them up and tell them blah, 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 this and this. I just wanted to get all of that anger out. And rightfully so, maybe, right? You've been in that situation where maybe somebody did you wrong, did you dirty, made you look bad. And then, let me not even forget, oh my God, you guys, I almost forgot. I reached out to some of the other workers there just to be, again, professional and say, hi, it was nice working with you. I'm not going to see you anymore, but thank you for everything you taught me. Again, remember, I'm a brand new personal trainer. I've only been doing this for a couple of months. And the response I got back was so messed up, you guys. You don't even know. It was really messed up because the response that I got back let me know that this person, right, had told a story that wasn't true, had made it sound, again, like I was this blah, like whatever, like, again, not gonna get into specifics, but that really sent me over the edge because that's my reputation as a person, as a professional, as a human. And I was, again, pissed. It doesn't even explain it, you guys. It's not even like the equivalent. I was so disappointed because this was somebody that I looked up to in the industry. I was like, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. And I wanted to explain myself. I wanted to make everything right. I wanted to tell them, why are you painting it like this when it wasn't like that? I wanted to say so many things. And guess what I did instead? Instead of doing the most, because I wanted to do the most, instead of doing all of that, I decided to just let it go. And I didn't say anything to them. I didn't retaliate. I didn't post about it. I didn't share that details of what happened with anyone except for my husband. And it took me a couple weeks, to really let that sink in of how I had handled it, because in the past I would have sat here and told you guys that is the dumbest thing you could have done. Why didn't you stick up for yourself? Why didn't you defend yourself? Why didn't you do this and that? But honestly, if I had handled it differently, I would have just proven to myself that I haven't matured, that I haven't learned, and that I haven't grown mentally and spiritually, right? So I wanted to share this story with you guys because we tend to repeat a lot of the same patterns with our character, with our personality, when we get angry, when somebody or something rubs us the wrong way, right? We handle it the same way, and then you're just harnessing all of this bad energy and these feelings, and you don't realize that it's causing you more harm than the other person. You can go key their car, slash their tires, drag them all over, social media, but really it's not gonna make that person change. It's not gonna make them do right by you. It's not gonna make them realize that they made this huge mistake. We see it all the time, guys, with celebrity relationships and all this drama that happens. and you just end up hurting yourself more. So I dealt with it like that. I just wished them the best and was thankful for what I did learn and for getting out of my comfort zone, trying something new, being in a different environment. And ultimately it didn't work out. And I look back now and I'm glad that it didn't work out. And that is just like a testimony to God's timing always being right when it comes to things not working out for you, because I really wanted to bend on my personal rules that I just have, and stay at this place or even like ask for the job back, because when you're like a people pleaser, you really don't like feeling like you messed up or like you did something wrong or people making you feel like that. And I had to fight that urge to not do that. And like I said, just wish them well, let it go, and not participate in that. Because another thing that I realized in that situation, guys, is that when you're dealing with somebody that's messy, and you could be dealing with somebody right now that's messy, a coworker, a family member, maybe it's even your boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, best friend. If you go down to their level and if you start acting like them and they do something to you and you want to do it back to them, and it's just, first of all, it's an endless, vicious, toxic cycle, number one. And number two, that means that you're just no better than them. And it's not about feeling like up here, like, oh my God, I'm better than you, I would never do that. That's not what I mean. I just mean that you, like, your maturity level is not better than theirs. So you're here judging them and upset and sad and angry and all this stuff when you're right there with them. And I did not want to participate in that. I was like, I see where this person is at. It's something I've actually kind of gotten pretty good at. I see where they're at in their journey, right, of their growth and their maturity and how they choose to handle stuff. I am past that phase, thankfully. And I say that with a lot of, what's the word? Not pride. It's not pride. I think it's like, I feel very proud, right? Sorry, I had like a brain fart. I feel very proud of the fact that I am past that, because again, if we're talking about Mila 5 years ago, it would have been a whole different situation. Let me tell you guys, it would have been nasty. It would have been not pretty at all. So I was really proud of myself, and my husband was proud of me for just having dealt with it the way that I did. And I'm thankful that I have somebody in my corner that is supportive of that. Because another thing I will tell you guys, when you're dealing with messy, toxic people in your environment, the last thing you need, if you're not there yet, like at a certain maturity level, is having somebody in your ear telling you, you got to tell them off. You got to tell them what they deserve and what they did to you and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the last thing you need when you're dealing with these types of people. All you can do is wish them well. If they ask for help or a word of advice, give it to them. But ultimately, it's definitely not people that you want in your environment around you, because energy speaks for itself and you just don't need any of that. You know what I mean? And if it's somebody like a coworker that you just have to see, what I've always done and what I will continue to do is keep like my distance. Like, I'm really good at making barriers and my boundaries, boundaries, and making sure that people don't cross those. And at the end of the day, only you can decide if someone's gonna cross one of your boundaries or not. It's not anyone else's fault. It's not like, you can't put that on anybody else, So you have to really set up your boundaries and not let people cross them, because that's in your hands. Like, you're not a little kid anymore. We're all adults, and it's not about hurting people's feelings or about playing nice with everybody, especially when it comes to work, right? Like, I totally get it, guys. But that's my little story time. It was messy, guys. It was messy, and it was like a blur. Like, those 2 weeks of like that thing happening and everything, I was really sad, I was upset, I was angry. I felt all the feelings. That's another thing. Don't think that I'm sitting here telling you guys like, no, just be like super calm and like let it go. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I was angry, I was upset. I typed up a message. I was like, they're gonna hear me, but I didn't send it. And a win is a win, you guys. A win is a win. I didn't send it, and I, got some brownie points for that because it's so easy. It's so easy, guys. It's so easy to get carried away with our feelings and our emotions, especially when they're negative. Especially when they're like fear or doubt or angry or jealousy. I don't know why. I feel like I should make a different video on this before I get carried away. It's just easy to let all of that like just fill you up so quickly, and that comes out, I feel, more than gratitude and peace and love and happiness and joy for others and trust, right? I don't know why that happens, why it's like that, but I would like to actually talk about that more in another video. Anyways, guys, that is my story time about dealing with messy people. It was a rough summer, but we made it through. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're enjoying the holidays with your family. Thank you guys for tuning in to the first ever story time at the desk with me. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Follow me on my social media channels, and I will see you guys at the next story time. Bye guys, I love you. P.S. Don't forget to leave me a comment if you guys liked this story time and if you want more story times, or if something like this has ever happened to you before.